The biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada, and one of the great venues, Mackey Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Nevada Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Hilltoppers offense will have the football first, and they'll put their fate in the hands of this transferred junior quarterback. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Making side adjustments here. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Quick completion on the out route. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Gonna run it. It's Allen. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw. It's Glenn. It's complete to the right. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and then...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And that's a big mistake here early in this game, and I know how that feels for a quarterback. You're playing on the road, you want to come out in the first drive, you want to march it down the field, you want to throw a touchdown pass, but you got to be careful, and you can't be too greedy. I think he got a little bit ahead of himself on that last throw. It's going to be really important. Pulls himself down.
Keep. Down, ready. Ready, go. He'll start on the ground with Brown. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
DB's right up on the receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
He splits the uprights, and the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Finds the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
A give to Brown. Wolfpack will get the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. To drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
They'll try the run. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Looking to pass. It's Glenn. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Looking for space. It's Allen. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. We've reached the end of the quarter, and it's Nevada holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The give on the option. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He might want another play. To throw, it's Glenn. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Now it's Nevada out there to go on the attack. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nevada!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On the draw, it's Allen. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Makes the grab. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive.
Got a little grass. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Hand off for Brown. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. On his way back from the 20. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
To the air, it's Glenn. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Delayed handoff. It's Allen. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they would go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a real... touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the bootleg and rolling out. That's caught. It's Brown. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Nevada going quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Quick strike complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They have a chance to tie, maybe even take the lead before they go to the locker room. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. With the catch, it's Claiborne. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Love the poise on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket, he was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, and picked up a huge chunk play.
Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's a 0. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Allen. Maybe a crease. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Choate at the half. He is absolutely thrilled with the start that this young running back has gotten off to. As we told you, highly recruited, a lot of hype. And in his first start, he has risen to the occasion. Now, we've got a whole half left to go. We'll see if he can continue to shine. But Coach is thrilled with this young freshman's performance to start his career. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So now it's second and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Off play action. This time it's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Turner. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. They feed him again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. On the ground, it's Allen. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Now it's Nevada out there to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Turner. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. Nevada will be forced to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They are on the move down to the 30. They pick up another first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
Just have to wonder about the headspace this kid is in right now. That's now his 2nd missed kick. If he had made that one, they would have had the lead. He needs to go clear the cobwebs on the sideline, get his confidence back.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
On the snap, it's Turner. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry? This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Sweet cut there.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now, if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on 4th down. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. As we head into the 4th quarter, both teams hoping to rely on the running game. Here's how the two backs stack up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. Nevada with a fresh set of downs to open the fourth. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon where the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Nevada. They move on top here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, checking in from the Western Kentucky sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Now the play fake. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside of the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
There's some room. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nevada.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He's going to run it. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Allen. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Rifles it down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Again, it's Brown. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Glenn. He's got the back in the middle.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. There's a crease. He's stopped, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they are going to waltz out of here with a win. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.